comes to dabbling in the paranormal, my usual stance is pretty straightforward. Just don't do it. Seriously, I cannot stress this enough. But hey, I get it. Curiosity can be a powerful thing. So, if you absolutely must tread into the realm of the supernatural, I'm here to at least offer some cautionary advice. Now, let me be crystal clear from the get-go. I am not endorsing these games. In fact, I wish they would vanish into the ether, never to be played again. But hey, I'm not the boss of you. If you're determined to flirt with danger, I implore you to do so responsibly. To play the Three Kings, you'll need to gather some supplies. 3 chairs, 2 mirrors, a fan, at least 1 candle, an alarm clock, and a whole lot of nerve. Oh, and don't forget the rulebook, because deviating from the instructions could land you in some seriously hot water. So, picture this. It's 3:33 in the morning, the witching hour, and you're sitting in a dark room surrounded by mirrors, holding a candle, and trying not to freak out. For the next hour, you'll stare straight ahead, waiting to access the mysterious shadow side. What's waiting for you there? Well, that's part of the thrill, isn't it? You'll just have to summon the courage to find out. Now, let's talk horror stories. I stumbled upon a Reddit retelling from someone who decided to play fast and loose with the rules. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. Armed with wooden chairs, borrowed mirrors, and their grandfather's watch as a power object, whatever that means, this brave soul ventured into the basement alone. Cue the ominous music. As our narrator sat between the mirrors, staring into the darkness, they could feel the tension in the air. Something, or someone, was lurking nearby, and it wasn't friendly. Despite their best efforts to keep calm, things quickly took a turn for the worse. Movement in the mirrors, whispers in the shadows, the whole 9 yards. It was like a scene straight out of a horror flick. But wait, it gets even spookier. The voices they heard weren't just random whispers. They were personal, like, "I know your deepest fears personal. Talk about mind games." And just when they thought it couldn't get any worse, the candle went out. Cue panic mode. Imagine sitting in total darkness, feeling like something's breathing down your neck, your heart pounding so loud you can practically hear it. Yeah, not exactly a fun time. Needless to say, our intrepid player made a hasty retreat, feeling like they'd just survived a real-life horror movie. Picture this. You step into a quaint little bar in Paris, and the adventure begins. But here's the catch. One wrong move, and you could be in for a world of trouble. We're talking eyes sealing shut, nightmares coming to life, spontaneous human combustion, the whole shebang. Oh, and did I mention a one-way ticket to hell? Yeah, sounds like a blast, right? So, you saunter up to the bar and the bartender, in perfect English, asks you what you'd like to partake in on this glorious night. And no matter what, you gotta ask for absinthe. None of that watered-down stuff. It's gotta be the real deal, the stuff that'll make your head spin faster than a tilt-a-whirl. Next, you'll face a multiple-choice situation that could make or break your night. Say the wrong thing, and you'll be stuck in a nightmare loop for the next 13 days. Talk about a hangover from hell. But if you manage to navigate the maze of choices, you'll be handed a glass with a 7-sided rim, a spoon shaped like a key, and a bottle of absinthe that's seen better days. It's showtime, folks. With the spoon positioned just right, you'll prepare the absinthe like a seasoned pro. And when you've downed the green elixir, the lights in the bar will dim, signaling your approval for the main event. Suddenly, a green floodlight illuminates a door on the far wall and the bartender disappears into thin air. It's your cue to make a move. With the spoon as your guide, you'll unlock the door to a world beyond your wildest dreams, or nightmares. Inside, you'll find an elevator, and standing before you is the green fairy herself, radiating beauty and mystery. She'll ask if you're ready to go up, and after all you've been through, there's only one answer. Yes. But here's where things get tricky. As you step into the elevator, she'll hit you with a question that'll make your head spin faster than that absinthe, comparing surrealism to the likes of René Magritte. Your response? I've come to see more than art tonight. Get it right, and you'll be rewarded with a kiss from the fairy and a surge of creative inspiration that'll last a lifetime. Oh, and you'll also get to feast your eyes on Henry Beauchamp's masterpieces up close and personal. Talk about a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As you lather up your hair, you'll need to chant a chilling phrase, "Thea sun fell down." Repeat it like a mantra until you've rinsed away the suds. But here's where things take a dark turn. As you visualize this eerie scene, you'll imagine a woman falling, her head colliding with a rusty tap, impaling her through the eye. Yeah, not exactly the most relaxing bath time imagery, huh? Legend has it, this unfortunate soul is known as Dee Masan, and her ghost might just pay you a visit. Now, here's where it gets spooky. If you dare to glance behind your right shoulder, you might catch a glimpse of the one-eyed ghost lurking in the shadows. But be warned, direct eye contact is a big no-no. If you lock eyes with Dee Masan, she'll vanish into thin air faster than you can say, Ghostbusters. But fear not, brave bathers, for there is a way to escape her clutches. With a swift chopping motion and a hearty shout of K, you can banish her back to the depths from whence she came. Just make sure it's not before midnight, or you might find yourself in some seriously hot water. Originally, Hail Mary wasn't all about eye gouging or other macabre shenanigans. Nope, back in the day, it was more about showing a woman her future. Talk about a real fortune-telling experience, am I right? But fast forward to modern times, and things have taken a decidedly darker turn. So, here's the lowdown on how to summon Hail Mary. You'll need a mirror, some classic candles, preferably in black, yellow, purple or white, and of course, matches or a lighter. Standard paranormal game kit really. First things first, dim the lights or flick them off entirely. We're setting the mood here, people. Arrange all but one of your candles around the mirror, leaving one in hand so you can see what's what. Light them up and take a deep breath. It's about to get real. Close your eyes and start spinning in a circle while chanting Bloody Mary 13 times. Yeah, you heard me right. 13 times. And while you're at it, try to visualize the entity as you chant her name. After that 13th chant, open your eyes and face the mirror. Now here's where things get spooky. You might catch a glimpse of Hail Mary's form in the mirror, or maybe just a shadowy figure darting away. Survivors of this encounter have described her as a rotting skeletal figure, complete with long, sharp nails, rotting flesh, and clumps of matted red hair. Some say she's eyeless, while others claim she's wearing the eyes of her past victims. Talk about nightmare fuel. But wait, there's more! Rumor has it, Hail Mary isn't content with just scaring the living daylights out of you. Oh no, she's got bigger plans. Some say she'll drag you into the mirror, trapping you in her twisted realm for all eternity. Sounds like a demon doll's worst nightmare if you ask me. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this bone-chilling ritual, let me just say I strongly advise against trying this at home. Like, seriously, don't do it. But hey, I'm here to give you the lowdown on how it's done, so you can at least be informed of the risks. So, picture this. You've got your doll, your scissors, your red thread, your rice, and, some personal items like hair or nail clippings. Yeah, it's about to get real intimate with this doll. Oh, and don't forget the salt water, a working TV, and a bathroom. Got it? Good. First things first, you're going to need to give your doll a name. Let's call her Annie, for the sake of simplicity. Once Annie is prepped and ready to go, it's time to head to the bathroom and get this show on the road. Cut open that doll, scoop out the fluff, and replace it with rice and your personal items. Sew her back up nice and tight with that red thread, and get ready for the main event. Fill up the tub with water, plop Annie on the sink, and head to your hiding spot. Oh, and don't forget to bring a cup of salt water and a sharp object with you. Trust me, you'll need them. When the clock strikes 3 a.m., it's go time. Tell Annie she's it 3 times, dunk her in the tub, and turn off all the lights. Now, here's where things get spooky. Count to 10, grab that sharp object, and head back to the bathroom. Find Annie, impale her with the sharp object, and hightail it back to your hiding spot. And whatever you do, don't take that sharp object back with you.